everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a lovely day. We have very lovely weather actually. Light, gentle breeze, not too hot, not too cold. We did have 2 nights of light falls. Not yesterday though, but few days ago. But I still have a lot of things to do, and I'm slowly going through my list. And one of the list the thing today I need to do, and I want to show you that I want to plant 2 of my herbaceous peony plants in the ground. So I think I just show you the rhizome. I bought them from Bunnings last year, and I think I did show you how I planted to the bare-rooted rhizome in the container. Now they stay in the container for the whole year, so I want to plant them to the area that I try to get rid of the blackberry vine, because the vine it grew so big, so vigorous, it's covered all the walkway in the area, and I did not have many berries last year and the year before either. So I decided to get rid of 2 of them. Actually, one at the corner under the grapevine, and the other one in my backyard. So anyway, Sarah Bernhardt peony, they are herbaceous, and they are very famous, so classic. They've been released for a long time, and I think very well known herbaceous peony. So I think they can do well in this area, because in my area they love to have like sun in the morning and shade in the afternoon. But also, I do find that my peony doing very well under the deciduous tree. So they have a lot of sun during the winter and early spring, but they will have quite a lot of shade during the summer to keep their stem and their root cool. And I think the area over here, definitely I can provide for the peonies I'm going to plant. In this area, they just under the grapevine, they did south facing. So they will have a lot of sunshine in the morning and shade from the grapevines in the afternoon. And I already have a drip irrigation on in this area. So you could, but one thing though, they will have a root competition for my grapevine and the roots. I read on the internet, it says that the roots of the grapevine is not so vigorous, not like fixed trees. But anyway, I just hope, and also I know in the future, once my herbaceous peony established, I mean these little guys, their roots can be quite large, and it can be heavy like 30 kilograms of their root system. So I think with the heavy root system like that can compete to the grapevine root. Anyway, you can see, let me show you. This is the grapevine trunk. You see that? I think this one was 5 years old. So I have quite a bit of room here. Let me turn the camera around. So you can see my beautiful trellis that my father-in-law built for me. This is one of the first things he did for us when we moved into the property 7 years ago. And took a while for us to decide what we're going to do. And also he was very sick at that time, and he had operation, and took a while for him to get well again. So yeah, after that we decided to do this area, and it turned to beautiful truly like this. I never thank him thank him enough, and my mother-in-law, what they done for us, they helping us actually. Anyway, so you can see the grapevine root of the trunk like from here, and I think around how many meters over here, maybe 2.5 meters, nearly 3 meters in this area. So before the blackberry vine is here, and I couldn't dig the root bone of the plants out. And lastly, I have to do it my lazy way, because I did like that for my elderberry bush, and it's work, because otherwise too much work to dig the stem or the root out. So I just cover them with the plastic. This is just potting mix bag. Like after I use the potting mix, I just lay or overlap the stem or their roots area, and to block their sunlight. And I just use bricks to put On top also kill the bag, so it's not floating around. A lot of worm is here. You can see that. Look at that. The soil just so rich, guys. But you know, when I move in here, all the soil so bare, so dry. Hopefully, after a few months, I just like it. Oh, still a lot of worm on here. Maybe what will you visit? I put here and I wash it off later, or when I water the plant. So so we have like very dry clay soil. Oh no, this one is not die yet, guys. Wow, it's not die yet, but you can see so many worms. They're wiggling. Wow. Okay, maybe I can try to dig this root out. Maybe after a few months, their roots will get weakened, so I can plant the peony. I'm having a little bit of energy today, so let's get stuck into it. But I think the soil is a little bit low too. I don't have any more soil or compost, except I do have a few bags of potting mix. I might use the potting mix to filling up this area and to plant my peonies. So you can see, let me show you. Peonies, they love to have this is herbaceous peonies. I should mention again. They love to have a cold temperature during the winter. The temperature like under 7 degrees Celsius. Now they need the chill hour. So I do have another bush in my backyard. So I just thought that maybe this is the way I'm doing it will kill the roots of it as well. So anyway, I keep an eye on that bush then. But I do have one bush of the elderberry. Let's come over here and check it. So if you remember, I got one big bush of elderberry. That one have a variegated leaves. In this area, I chop it down, and I still have a big stump of that bush, and I cover it. Oh, this area needs to look after a lot of weeds in this area actually. You can see the stump there, and I cover the stump with a big plastic bag. Let's come to check it. Let me do some weeding at the same time because I quite ignoring this area actually. So this is the fei choa my friend she gave me, and I decided to plant it in this area after I try to chop this elderberry off, and the fei choa are doing very well. Look at this. So before it have a few leaves left after I transplanted it, and we try to pull it out a lot. And after a few months, it will flourish. So let's come over here if I can open the thing. I do have in this area. Oh, sprouting or not sprouting? Oh, look at that! I can get that on rotten over here. You can see that? I think it kind of got cooked during the summer. But I think I will just try to cover this one with the plastic again, just in case have a chance to to survive again. They're sending out more soot under the base here. So anyway, I just need to be cautious a little bit, and a lot of weed. Ooh. Alright guys, I'm tired. So it took me, I think, what, 10 minutes to dig this stem out. I think some of the roots they starting to decay. They rotten like this. Some like on this side. Let me show you. This one still look white, but this one it look kind of yellow and brownish, and the skin strip off. So some of them they kind of decay. So if I'm not in a rush, I could continue to cover the plastic bag, and I think eventually it will die. Anyway, if you have tried this method to kill the stem or the plant in the past and successfully, please let me know. Let me show you. Here they are. They're settling in their kind of permanent home now. I hope they're going to do well in this area. So I placed them, I think, about 60 centimeters apart. I think maybe if I make more effort, I can stretch this bush out a little bit further that way actually. Anyway, it's done now. So with the corner, they're a little bit shady. So I think I can put something else, maybe some kind of annual pansy or something, the corner there in the future, or when these grapevine leaves they just decompose by themselves. So I have a little bit room, or I try to leave a little bit more room. So in the future I want to plant another peony bush over here. Now because I have one ITOH peony, and that's one that got squashed by the clematis bush, so I want to dig that one to move it to this spot over here. And I hope that the roots from the grapevine not choke it. So anyway, we'll see. I do in the different day. So I planted them not too deep, so the experts always saying that when we plant herbaceous peony, don't plant them too deep. They recommend to bury the shoot around, or bury the rhizome around 2 centimeters deep. And normally, for me anyway, I tend to leave the shoot exposed to the cold. During this time of year in our climate, I do need to go around and to trim down peonies, herbaceous as well, or even the ITOH peony too. So let me show you. I got example or one deep bush of the herbaceous peony over here. So this one it got chopped by the dahlia bush during the summer. Let me just trim this one down real quick. So this is one of my dahlia bush. It done so well this year, and I did not intend to leave it here so long, but it grew so big, and there was kind of like going down. You see it going down there, so I couldn't leave it up even in early summer. So I left it here the whole time. Okay, this one needs a little bit bigger succotator, or I have to use knobber to chop this one down. But if you want to trim your dahlia, like example, I don't know what is the area, but you see the node here. If you cut them like angrily into the node here, you kind of seal off the cut, you know. So if you worry about like if the water running into the tuber, you can just cut your tube your cane like that. Not sure about the big cane that would work though. I haven't tried it, but I try to cut them with the little one like this or the medium size like this, and it does seal up actually. Anyway, go back to the peony. So example, this peony, this is a herbaceous peony as well. I can't remember the variety. So actually, I just go well to trim this one down and clearing out a little bit. But I do notice that, or I did notice that last year, the neighbor cat tried to go around my peony too. So I tend to put the basket over the rhizome like this. So I do have a shoot in here. You can see on the shoot here, they're popping up. So I do mulch it during the summer to protect it from the heat or not drying out on the surface. But during the winter, I tend to expose the shoot. Alright guys, so today is the next day. So I decided to transplant my other peony bush to this area. So I dug quite a bit of soil up because I want to make a hole. So I did see that I don't see many roots of the grapevine. So I think that's wonderful. So at least my peony will be suffer by the roots competition from the grapevine. You can see the soil looking really good. I do see some root here and there, but you know, not that much, you know. Example like this one. I don't know where this one come from, either from the grapevine or from the old blackberry bush. So, but not a lot. You can see on the cut here, not a lot of the roots. So that's wonderful. And let me show you. This is the one I just dug up. This one is ITOH peony. This one is called Just Quarter. It's a very lovely pink color. I got one bush, another bush in my backyard. That's one. It has less root competition and sunlight and water. It grows already very big last year. So when I look at this one at the corner next to my clematis, I said to myself I need to move it. So anyway, you can see I have quite a few shoots over here, and let me show you. This is the root system. I chop of course some of the longer root down because I could not, you know, dig the whole bunch of soil, and I just shook the soil off so I can carry it over here. So basically I just plant it like bare rooted or rhizome. So I think I might have to make a little bit more room or dig the holes a little bit bigger on this side because I don't want to chop any more wood off. So you can see the root is huge. Wow. And now I can understand that's why the roots of the peony, they can be very heavy. So for the ITOH peony, you don't need to worry much about the depth of the rhizome, but normally I just cover just about 2 or 3 centimeters the rhizome. Oh, let me show you. So yesterday I told you that I wasn't sure the big stem of the dahlia that they could heal or seal up or not, but actually it did. I just used that little wet succotator yesterday because I was lazy to go to get my lopper. So yeah, you can see today it kind of seal up already. That is wonderful. think it could be better if I got them in the ground even 2 or 3 weeks earlier. At that time could be like late autumn. That's a wonderful time to transplant peony or plant peony because they still have a few weeks for them to to root in. But anyway, I did not have a time, so I think they should be okay. And this week we won't have any freezing temperature any night, so I hope that they will be fine this spot, and I hope that they will bloom for me next year as well, or next spring. I will give you the update about that because they already bloomed. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them, water them, don't let them to dry out, and in late winter early spring I will throw some rose fertilizer around their root bone area. So I think I normally wet around 10 centimeter tone of their stalk or their shoots shooting up, and I choose the rose fertilizer for them. Anyway, that is for the video today. I hope you enjoy the quick video. I'm not sure how long is this video actually. I feel like quite a while. Yeah, thank you for watching and see you next video. Bye bye.